In the course of one's lifetime, you meet unique individuals whose lives demonstrate a commitment to their faith, their hopes, and to their deep sense of compassion. Oftentimes, their qualities go unrecognized as they walk down the street or while you ride next to them on a crowded subway car. Their lives embody the messages of those great masters whose words have guided the spiritual lives of much of the world's population since the beginning of time. Once we become aware of their gifts and the passion of their message, our lives are altered forever. I know such a person by the name of Adeboye Subuloye. Before we actually met, I knew him as a security guard at the City University of New York Law School, where we both work. Sometime after we were introduced, I learned that he was a royal prince from a small village in Nigeria who works 2 full-time jobs to support his family, and countless young people in Nigeria who rely on him directly for their health, education, and general welfare. Once I became aware of the depth of this unique individual, I was determined to learn even more. On several occasions, the prince invited me to travel with him to Nigeria so that I could meet his children and large extended family and view firsthand the beauty of his homeland. In the fall of 2004, I finally accepted his generous offer and made arrangements to travel to Africa for the first time. When my daughter Caitlin learned of my plans, she convinced me to take her along by packaging the trip as my gift to her for her 18th birthday. How could I possibly say no? By the time that Caitlin and I left for Nigeria, we had no idea of the profound impact that this trip would have on our lives as we followed the dreams of a prince.
The main is to build a school, a handicap school in Ishayin. In Ishayin is where I was born.
The need for a school for exceptional children in Oyo State is great, given the fact that very few resources exist to meet the special needs of exceptional children.
And Okeogun has a population of over 3 million people. Over 3 million. And we have only one handicap school in the whole of this area, in Okeogun area. The only one. So my home will be the second. And even with my own, it won't even be enough.
According to Dr. Edith Burney, a U.S. scholar who has spent more than 30 years teaching at the Baptist Seminary in Obomosha, Oyo State.
The children in this area would be like anywhere in the world. There's a need for social, mental, emotional, spiritual growth and development at their own particular age level and in a good environment that can promote safety and security.
Do you think that the services adequately meet the need of the population?
No, there's no way, because there's much of the population that's not been reached by it, and because of the low income and the small amount that even is supplemented by the government or whatever, many facilities that we would think is necessary and common in the United States are really not known, but they're very much needed.
The prince's dream to construct a handicapped school in his hometown began in 1974 with the initial purchase of a vacant plot of land on which to build a modest-sized residence for a small group of students and teachers. Over the years, he saved his limited resources to purchase materials needed to construct the school's frame. Today, the building is structurally sound, but in need of plumbing and electricity to make it habitable. Once its doors are finally opened, the prince intends to devote his energy to the construction of a large school for exceptional children on the 5-acre plot of land he purchased in 2004. At a meeting with his hometown's chief, elders, and mayor, the prince was guaranteed local, state, and national support for his noble endeavor. It is estimated that to construct the school, furnish its dormitories, and supply its classrooms, $250,000 must be raised. Prince Subuloye has developed a 3-year plan to raise funds to construct his school for exceptional children that seeks funding from domestic and international philanthropic organizations, as well as from the Nigerian government. Additionally, he plans to launch a grassroots campaign that targets non-governmental organizations and community-based groups working to improve living conditions in Western Africa. When his deep faith is coupled with his track record for getting things done, there is no doubt that his dream to serve the ever-growing needs of handicapped children in Oyo and Ogun states is destined to become reality. Yet Prince Subuloye is faced with the more immediate need to raise funds for 3 organizations we visited while in Nigeria. Before returning to the United States, the Prince and his unofficial delegation pledged to raise a total of $75,000 to be equally divided among the Ibericodo leper colony in Abeokuta, the Handicapped Special School in Shaki, and a school for the visually impaired and blind in Obomosha. Each organization has asked for assistance to purchase equipment that will enhance the economic independence of its residents. For example, the Handicapped School in Shaki, which provides daily assistance to children with physical and visual impairments, has specifically asked for braillers, talking clocks, calculators, and dictionaries, canes of different sizes for its blind students, hearing aids, and educational toys for students with severe mental impairments. However, primary funds will be used to purchase a school van to transport students in need of medical treatment and to facilitate out-of-classroom learning opportunities. A second commitment was made to the residents of the Ibericodo leper colony in Abeokuta, who have a burning desire to achieve greater autonomy and economic independence. Residents of the community have asked for tools to enhance their vocational skills in the areas of shoe and soap making, carpentry, cosmetology, tailoring, and auto mechanics. Community residents and administrators believe that a generous infusion of funds will make a world of difference for those who have been marginalized by society. Lastly, Obomosha's School for the Blind has developed an impressive covered workshop that enables its members to use their talents and skills to make high-quality handicrafts. With very little help coming from the outside, residents rely on their meager earnings to provide basic food, clothing, and shelter. With an infusion of capital, the school can dramatically enhance its production facilities and better provide for members of the community and their families. While Prince Subuloye means different things to different people, he is one thing to all of us, someone who can help us turn our dreams into reality.
He's a dreamer. You always want to do stuff, even with with some other kids, families, and my dad always want to build homes and make a home for help children who are in need, and then people, handicapped kids, and all those people who really need the help. My dad is someone that accommodates children who are not of his own children. In my house right now, we have, tons of kids, different children from different homes that my dad took into the family as his own kids.
By inviting me to Nigeria, Prince Subuloye helped me realize my dream of visiting Africa and is currently teaching me how to turn a goal of serving my brothers and sisters in need of a helping hand become reality. He is my friend, my brother, my mentor, and a source of great hope and inspiration. When I realized that those individuals with the greatest message for humanity came from humble backgrounds and were motivated by an undying love for all of the people of the world, I realized just how blessed I am to be following the dreams of a prince.